next to last game of the 2013 Varsity Cavalier football season is underway as LC Birds, Skyhawks, state champions, take on our Cavaliers. And opening kickoff, Cavaliers not getting a lot there. Brad Sprouse in at quarterback and trying to get something going around the corner there. Number 21, Brad Couch, but not much going. Cavaliers will have to punt it away. Skyhawks will get the ball, and a little bit of dancing action here going on the kickoff return, the punt return. And the Cavaliers having a hard time getting it down, and finally a couple of Cavaliers get in there and make the stop. Skyhawks go to the air, but the pass is going to be picked off by Mike Austin. Cavalier fans cheering, and Mike Austin getting the interception for the Cavs. So Clover Hill's going to take over, but they're deep in their own territory at their own 5-yard line. But look at this little pass over the top, and it's Kendrick Robinson on the reception, and he is gone. 95-yard touchdown for the Cavaliers. And man, Robinson just hitting the second gear there as he took off from the pack. Extra point by Fernando Pascal is good, and the Cavaliers lead early, shocking the Skyhawks with a 7-0 lead early in the first quarter. Well, the Cavaliers going to kick it back to the Skyhawks, and on the return, well, the Skyhawks are going to quickly get back into this one. That was pretty much the highlight for the Cavaliers of the night. Big run down the sidelines there, and finally some of the Cavaliers making the stop, driving them out of bounds. But the Cavaliers unable to stop the run there, and the Skyhawks will score. Extra point would be good, and it's tied quickly. Sal Sadati is going to take the kickoff return for the Cavs, but not a whole lot of room to get anything going. Then Sprouse drops back and hits, I believe that's Kendrick Robinson again. And then, the Cavaliers, Sprouse going to take a couple of runs himself. Doing a pretty good job tonight. First night in at quarterback for the Cavaliers, Sprouse was, but did a nice job. Fourth down here for the Cavs. Decided to go for it. Who they handed off to? Brandon Tyson. Tyson on the carry, and he picks up just enough for the first down. So the Cavs drive stays alive, but Sprouse is going to be picked off, and the Skyhawks will end up with the ball again. That was Mike Davis on the stop on the interception. And the Cavaliers doing a nice job defensively here, driving them back for a loss of yardage. But Skyhawks find those holes in the line, and got blocked into there. But there's the touchdown for the Skyhawks. Extra point again good. It's 14-7. Skyhawks in the lead over the Cavs. Just a minute 38 left in the first quarter. Coach O'Hare talking things over with his team, trying to get something going. Sprouse having his problems there, though. Skyhawks breaking through the offensive line, and the Cavs force punt away. Justin Jones on the punt. And this one picked up and a couple of missed tackles, and he heads off down the sidelines, and unfortunately he's gone. It's going to be another Skyhawk touchdown, so quickly the Skyhawks put 21 points on the board before the end of the first quarter. Just listen to some music here and watch some of the highlights. So the Cavaliers continue to have their troubles. Nice job right here. Sprouse rolling out, throwing it last second there before he gets taken down, and Adam Angeloff making the catch. So Cavaliers getting a couple of highlights out of this one. But their troubles do continue to mount as Sprouse gets taken down several times. I tell you, a tough cookie because he seen a lot of blue all night. Probably black and blue the next day. Football team, Cooper, Steele, Papa John. So the Cavaliers trailing 42-7 with 2 minutes left in the half, but Skyhawks decide to use their timeouts and get the ball back and pull a little trick play there and score another touchdown. So the Skyhawks are going to lead 49-7 going into the halftime break. Second half action coming up. Cavaliers coming out after warming up for the second half, and they try the short kick here, hoping maybe for an onside recovery, but nothing going. Skyhawks cover it up. Well, they continue to work. Skyhawks go in for another touchdown early in the third quarter.
Get that! Oh. Come on!
So the Skyhawks lead 61-7, and Brad Couch here going to give a nice little return for the Cavaliers, gets them some motivation, picking up some nice yardage there. The best field position they've had all night, but Sprouse continues to get hammered, and the Cavaliers are forced to punt away. I think that was Neil Payne actually coming in to punt that time, couldn't tell, but the Skyhawks, I tell you what, faced some tough Cavaliers, some of the young guys getting into play, and they did a good job. But the Skyhawks continue to work their way downfield and drive their way in. Justin Jones making a nice play there to stop the touchdown, but the Skyhawks will still get it into the end zone. And they'll just kneel out the extra point. That'll leave it at 67-7.
Clover Hill, first down.
Sharif Henderson making a couple of nice grabs for the Cavaliers off the Brad Sprouse pass. But this one will get intercepted, and the Skyhawks will get the ball back. And in the fourth quarter, the Skyhawks will get it into the end zone again, finally. Nice run there, and they got tracked down, but the Cavaliers having a tough time stopping the Skyhawks. And they continue to march their way into the end zone. They'll deal out the extra point again at 73-7 with 4:40 left in the fourth quarter, and the running clock going. Number 28 there, making some moves and picking up some yardage, and gives the Cavaliers a nice field position, Dominic Fields. But the Cavaliers just having no luck against the Skyhawks. Finally, some of those, like I said, some of those guys getting in there, making some stops. Bailey Shackelford, a bunch of guys in there working hard all night. Tough night for the Cavaliers. They'll lose 73-7, and they play at City Stadium next week against the Falcons of Huguenot. Hope to see you there. One game left.